The Finals is a first-person shooter game made by Embark in late 2023 that accurately represents a very competitive and serious esports experience. You know, as long as you don't interact with 90% of the game. In the Finals, you can play as a normal guy, a walking yo mama joke, or my personal favorite, V1 Ultra Kill. Each of these builds have a unique playstyle and interact with the game in special ways. Average Joe can be good at any number of things and has single-handedly ruled the meta since the game came out. Play as Peter Griffin to obliterate walls.
I can break through walls!
And you can kill things just about as slowly as you want. Don't let that fool you. They are absolute beasts that will shut down entire areas of the map if you let them set up their defenses. They're defending this point so hard reality is crumbling around me. Or you could join the casual game mode Hive Mind and become the Hydrogen Baby, capable of melting everything in your path with your superior movement and weaponry, after which you will promptly disintegrate upon being lightly grazed by a butterfly. The first thing you need to know about the Finals is that it's not Call of Duty, most of the time. It's Rainbow Six Siege, with emphasis on the rainbow, which means you're going to have to do more than just farm frag clips in order to win games. You'll have to outmaneuver your opponents, set up traps, and build nuclear explosives so that you can stop the IRS from stealing your hard-earned money that you stole from another team 5 seconds earlier. And if that all sounds too complicated for you, you can switch over to the Finals' resident team deathmatch mode Bank It, which is played exclusively by light players who hate the objective. Or if that's too normal for you, play Power Shift, aka Payload from TF2. Last, and certainly the least, we have Terminal Attack, the game mode that was so bad it killed competitive mode for an entire season. I'd tell you not to play it, but nobody plays it anyway, so good luck actually getting into a match. Speaking of matches, I am sane and can be trusted with flammable material. How'd you like that transition? It came free with my video editing software. You know what doesn't come free? Any of the weapons. You start off with basically nothing and have to grind to unlock the fun stuff. But the grind is absolutely worth it, as the Finals has some of the greatest weapons ever made for an FPS game. You know, as long as you ignore the snipers. We have some normal weapons like the rifles, the SMGs, the LMGs, but we also have more exciting weapons like running with scissors, school equipment, a shotgun with not enough barrels, an explosive pea shooter, and the discarded barrel of an anti-aircraft gun. Just know, while most of these guns aren't meta-defining, or the best, or even viable, what they lack in power or viability, they more than make up for being really fun. And I haven't even talked about gadgets or specializations yet. All you need to know about the gadgets is that they bring the game from a normal FPS game with good weapons to one of the most destructive and dynamic games currently played. Genuinely cannot think of a way to talk about how insane some of these tools are while keeping this video a reasonable length. So I will in fact not keep this video a reasonable length and instead talk about every specialization currently available in the game. As a light, your goal is to float like a butterfly and sting like an atomic bomb, so the dash has consistently been the best specialization for light. Whether you're weaving through bullets or running away the second someone so much as breathes on you, the dash will hard carry you through everything, because the servers are too busy crumbling to dust to worry about calculating hit rank. I am not joking about the lag. I've seen dial-up connections faster than this. If you want something less laggy, then choose the invisibility cloak. I'll give you one guess as to what it does. If you guess that it makes you invisible, then you're wrong. You are still glaringly visible. You also emit a very quiet and subtle sound. Despite all of that, Cloak manages to remain the most used specialization in the entire game, while simultaneously being the most hated specialization in the entire game. But if you'd rather let your enemies have fun, you can use the grappling hook to roleplay as your favorite Attack on Titan character. My favorite is Marco. What the hook lacks in immediate combat utility, it more than makes up for in absolute mobility, especially when that lunar low grab pack you've been smoking kicks in. I'd say you'd get launched to the moon, but I think we're already there. If all that is too exciting for you, come play as the engineer from hit game Team Paladins Galactic. Your sentry gun can't do much on its own. In fact, it can't do much at all unless you put it in a really good spot. The sentry may not be the most effective at anything, but it'll grab you some extra kills if you have it in just the right places, preferably on the ceiling or the roof, because as we all know, gamers have terrible back problems and cannot look up. Or you can have a better sentry by not picking the sentry and instead using the healing beam to make your heavy borderline immortal, unless they suck at the game. Then in that case you're better off using the DMAT. Hey, do you like the fun destruction mechanics of this game? Notice how, as a medium, you have literally no way to destroy anything? Well, you still don't, but you can break the laws of physics to phase through them for a short amount of time. This is honestly the most fun way to play medium, since it takes you out of the support role and turns you into a more combat-oriented contestant. There are also certain locations where you can use the DMAT to confirm easy cash-outs by removing and reforming the floor to seal yourself and the cash-out into a more secure location. Speaking of securing the location, we have the Heavy and his gloopy gooey glob gunk. Get your gunk everywhere within a 50 feet radius and create a very easily penetrable fortress that will crumble before your very eyes the second someone creates so much as a spark of fire. Or take a page out of Light's book and use your goo gun as a makeshift taser to stop your opponents in their tracks. The only thing holding the goo gun back is that nobody uses it, because they're all too busy using the better stuff. Heavy is a very destructive character, so why not destroy even more by running into things really, really hard? This is useful for making openings and getting out of bad situations. It used to destroy lights just as quickly as it broke walls, but Embark decided that's too fun, so they removed that. Speaking of removing things, the mesh shield has had so many hit points removed, it's gone from a titanium wall to a paper plate. Despite all of its nerfs, this shield is still crazy strong and can get you out of a bad spot, unlike the winch claw, which puts your enemies into a very bad spot, that being in your face. Everyone loves the winch claw, especially lights. All of this being said, the finals is really fun and you should play it. You know, if you're okay with the awful matchmaking. The majority of games you play will either be against people who haven't seen the sun in decades, or you'll be paired with actual lobotomites. Most of the time, it's both. You can also queue up with friends to make the matchmaking even worse, because you will now be matched with the same 3 people every single game.
We just fought that person. That is
not solid snake.
We just fought this entire game.
Ignoring that though, when you're with friends, the game is incredibly fun, and it goes from a game of gambling on having good teammates to gambling on having bearable enemies. And let me tell you, my luck stat almost makes me wish for a nuclear winter.